that he has to pull out of the approach here from Heroic. They're still patient, still steady, and so is Pasha, and that's the most important part right here. He's waiting to see if he can get a catch anywhere. The rest of the players are buried in. There it is. The catch on the second player. WTG goes down. Rask again still on a sliver. Karjeka bites back, finds Chaoxus. It's Karjeka now on the creep around the side. Pre-fires and hits the door to the double, but they're sticking the plant in behind, just underneath the double window. The catch on the rotation. Only 2 seconds left. They haven't been able to get down. There it is, though. Heroic lock it off. You can look up through the hatch and see if he can catch them on the double window. It means that they're going to have to pay a little bit more attention, or not. Here's the sight. Let's take it. Wins the first firefight, and the alarms should start ringing around the Virtus Pro comms. You can see them trying to move their way underneath. They have the C4, but they also have Milon gone. Blast with the cover over the top of Piano as Rask tries to slip around the corner, but the pressure's now coming on the window to his left-hand side too. He's got to see if he can find a way out of this isolation. Swing around the Solarium stairs, but the only thing lit up is another Virtus Pro player now in a 5 versus 2.
Creating a rotation in now. Pasha running out from the balcony. Foy is going to be the one with the final kill. The double to come through. A flawless round from Heroic after a beautiful call from them. Are being made left, right, and center. Shukri that is just trying to find an angle on one of these players from up above. Able to do so now, so continues to do some site prep. Milon will drop. It's a 1-on-3. Heroic, even though an early spawn peak working out for VP, seems to be taking this round back in control as WTG comes around the corner, tries to rotate through the hallways. Will be Blast that gets the kill. No, he will not. WTG picks it up and turns it back into a 1v2.
Well, with 30 seconds, he's creeping his way around to see if he can find some semblance of safety. They still have a hold over the corridor, and Shukri's trying to see if they can get a new, fresh angle and point of ingress. The drive through the bar is just going to have to be one of those trade situations to see if they can get the support they're otherwise looking for. They're going to just play around the door of the bar for a second, throw the flashes over the top towards the supply line on the backside, gets the flash with the new mechanic, can't quite see, at least for a few seconds. The ping, though, comes through. They have the watch, they have the plant, they have the attempt. There's a pop back up. They're going to look for the fight. They find it. He drops back. 2 seconds left. Lies on the floor with a shotgun. The pre-fire comes through. WTG. See if they can try and lock down and find those loose players for now. And with 45 seconds, they're arguably running out of time to do that anyway. The Selma gets caught out, the second gets pushed through, hits the wall and starts to pop it open. So does Karjeka. Pops open. Shukri and Thunder found by Pasha. No more sounds, loud and echoey underneath, because Karjeka gets a triple, locks it off with the shot round. Because since Virtus Pro called the tactical timeout, well, it seemed like they were losing the round right after, but it was somehow brought back by WTG. Can't quite get the connection he wants.
Prisma there giving away some of the positioning as Milon gets the first kill yet again. The entry is there for VP. A grenade is not connecting towards... That was, I believe, Milon playing up there as Milon does actually get the kill. Chaoxus goes down as VP again in a 2-man lead. It's up to Blast to try and turn it around, but with 45 seconds and basically no control on that top floor, it's Thunder to finally find a kill. And with 40 seconds, well, they need 1 or 2 more.
That's it. He's playing over those windows. They're hoping that the flashes and the smoke can buy them a little bit of ground here, but it's Shukri that buys a little bit more. Great spray over as Blaz just slow creeps round on that main entrance there on the western side. Drop down close with 30 seconds. He's looking to see if he can find the sliver of the fight, but Shukri is doing wonders, and Blaz
got it
with a fantastic take over 1. Now looks for potentially the second. WTG pulls out the gun. They would have heard that audio, the pops and the spray, but he's left on the door, and Blaz finds the second. Heroic somehow clawed that one back, got into great positions, and punished Virtus Pro from it.
Making sure that those breaches weren't coming through. Next Selmas are being tossed out, though, directly into bar and into the stock area. It's Thunder that tries to sneak up here, but Blast goes down. It's just up to Foy and Thunder now as Thunder also goes down. It could be a flawless round from VP to close at the half and put themselves up to 3-3, which is still a pretty good result after how they started off in the first 2.
Well, twice now we've seen Voy be the last one standing. This time he doesn't get to have the team talk to end the half. A flawless round for Virtus Pro. 50 seconds, and to be able to get open box and have the man advantage does put them in good stead, but it only takes a couple of players to be able to pull it around back into their favor, something that they know as it happened in their windfall not too long ago. The first engagement happens over the piano, and Blaz is the man left standing. Pulls back a little to escape the flash grenades. He's going to try and hold the angle on approach. They're still looking towards that box entrance, but with Thunder underneath, That could be a problem that goes, unfortunately, uncontested. 20 seconds. They're just going to have to try and throw themselves through sooner rather than later. And we've obviously still got the potential of a C4 in the pocket of Thunder. Pre-Pleps and pulls back. There's the plant as they try and stick it in the close corner, offering some support. The spray onto the body on the bed. The second of the Maestro, but he wins out. However, a post-plant situation, and Milon keeps the cover. Works on the drones at the start and on the gun at the end. A great take from Thunder. Can't quite find the swing round, and Virtus Pro find their first attack. Play closer towards the swing on the double door.
Gets it down into Kioxis somehow, though. He was spotted out because he hit the Prisma from before. Blast, however, has the opportunity to sneak by inside the library. No one is trying to get a check on him here. He might get a free kill onto Rask as he comes around the corner. Gets it indeed. Goes for the second, which he lands. W2G goes down. That is suddenly your Hibana gone. That's your Buck gone. And that is mostly a push gone. You're now going to have to just try and force yourselves through the piano door if you want to get this plant out still.
Well, Thunder suffers and Pasha punishes Blaz. Finally gets a bit of revenge, puts them into this 3-3 situation and drops down to see if he can catch them on the back stairs. Kajeka gets one. There's the second. There's the response. Virtus Pro. The door was closed. See if they can get a bait and an idea that your eyes aren't deceiving you. She's not real. As the Gemini pops around the corner and finds the pickup. Milon with the swing. And we find ourselves with a 2-round difference for the second time, but it's the first time it's Virtus Pro's name. They can with the aggression that they've been able to put down. Thunder's playing just underneath the blue stairs, and Milon's going to try and find potentially that engagement first, but it's all spread out everywhere. Without somebody pushed out of position, it is not an easy fight to take. 2 bodies round on the back of the barrels and a big rotation underneath blue. Hands them a little bit more of the sight there as 2 more bodies dropped. Void fights back and claws a way through, puts it into a 3 versus 2 with Thunder, but round the back of the barrels, it's Milon getting them in and getting the cover for the plant to go down. Thunder has to do one more big rotation. They have both close exits covered at this point in time. So his choice is to see if he can fight his way through one of them. 40 seconds, doesn't see the first rotation, but is at least able to get by. However, the call will be that he's gone upstairs. They saw where he went, they know where to watch, and this puts him in yet again another tricky situation. The verticals are already popping and being a bit of a punishment now, a bit of a drone drop, and, well, he is not able to find anywhere that feels like a safe entrance.
Just spotted a foot there, but it's probably not going to be happening. 15 seconds, needs 7 to get onto the diffuser. All kinds of different angles being watched. A very beautiful shot, though, from him. Kind of gets a second as well, but there's almost no time. Still one right above on the top floor, using the vertical angles. Gets the final kill. Pasha, it is. Again, a valiant attempt from Thunder, but, you know, with 8 seconds left on the clock, when you get that second kill and still needing a third, it was not going to be happening there. And Virtus Pro, they go to match point. Rask as they spot at Thunder, but they're not quite able to get the kill yet.
Pasha suffers on the swing, but there's the take of Rask all the way inside sight. Concerned about the hatch that was open behind them to make sure nobody gets the quick drop. Realized they had to charge the side, but Pasha is the next off the board. It leaves them in a situation where they're going to try and take Solarium stairs. Kioxis is holding the close angle, and Rask might not know just how close he is. Does now, gets the drop. The second body hops in via trophy window. They're concerned about somebody potentially being underneath, but with all the calls otherwise going away from them, it's the swing back down the stairs. They're looking for one more. They know that they can't get them up in this moment in time. It's Blaz with a close gun and a lot of aggression. Locks off the double. Heroic. Well, it's not over yet.
Throwing out the first one. Will be finding his target. Just a little bit of damage being done to Kioxis there, and Kajeka up on the window. He's going to be making sure that if Kioxis moves into a little bit more towards the library side, he gets punished for it.
I mean, that is everything that you want from that player in that situation. Burnt the time, moved around the utility, and found a kill as well. Another grenade rolls out, finally finds some success. 4 in, 2 out, finally Milon bites back. 50 seconds, they're still at the man disadvantage. They double check that nobody's behind the bar. The smoke canister goes over the top and a couple of pops of a pre-fire. They're holding and hoping the angle comes through and that they just go for the hop out. But with Blaz finding Milon with the rotation around the top, suddenly it's a fight inside the bar itself. The spray over the top connects and is able to take one, but the second doesn't quite make it happen. Heroic, 1 round away.
Potentially waste here.
Well, Blaz has looped their way back round underneath as well. They're trying to cause problems in places that may already have been droned and checked. The reveal in the fight will give the game away that they were watched before, but Kioxis, well, he's holding down on the top as Blaz locks it off in the middle. The spray comes back, though. Kajeka gets a bit of revenge in response. 20 seconds, and they're still trying to find the angle. They've got to get a quick foot on to hop and get that diffuser and try and bring it back. The pings are still there. Milon just sees Kioxis slip away, but with 15 seconds, what whatever they do, they've got to drive fast. Rusk suffers as he swings in from the balcony side. They're looking for the fight over the drop in the hatch, 7 seconds, and they just have to time this well. Milon is the only cover, takes the first fight, can't quite get the drop on the man. There it is, it's the plant, it's the drop, it's the OT! Chaoxys has actually pulled himself back into the library, and Blaz is still looking for the fight. There's the hop out and the slip past the shield, but it's 3 guns that he's met with, the drop on the camera and the drop of Chaoxys. Pulls out of there, Kajeka suffers through the floor, the vertical was being watched. They had the cover and support and enough to buy themselves some time, 25 seconds. They got to see if they can try and capitalize on a site that's often just slipped through team's fingers. Chaoxys on the closer angle as the fight comes through. It's WTG who finds the drop and finally finds the body balance back in the favor of Virtus Pro, 10 seconds. And now they got to see if they can scream their way through. One more kill and one more for Rask, and Virtus Pro finally break the thread of defenses and finally find match point. Yeah, about the possibility of a fight, but whilst there is a frost mat underneath it, he cannot take it and the mat at the same time. There it is. That's the diffuser, now cold outside on the window. The take goes for Rask over the top of the library. He's suffering on the scratch of health as Chaoxys tries to creep his way around on the back. Milon gets one more just through the gate, suffers the cost, but gets the trade. One more for Chaoxys, who's now looking over the top of the staircase. 40 seconds, does not care about the camera when he's done enough to bring it into a 2 versus 2.
Pasha just waiting inside of the fireplace. We have one inside of the pantries. 30 seconds, but the Frostmat gets Chaoxys. This might be the end of it. At least a lot of time will be wasted here. WTG knows exactly what's going to be happening as the barbed wire gets shot. Big Sphere gets the headshot. Chaoxys dies. It's only up to Shukri now. A 1v2 with 14 seconds on the clock. The default chem is still up. He will be spotted as it jumps down. Gets the first. Needs to go for the second. There's not much time left. There's a shotgun, and WTG gets the final kill. It's Virtus Pro to take the win. The GGs are coming out, but it was just a 1v1 that if it went the other way, we would have been here for yet another round to potentially see heroic win.